بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله الطاهرين. Today inshallah we will talk about Surah Al-Ma'un. The chapter takes its name from verse number 7, Al-Ma'un, which means simple aid or neighborly needs. The chapter condemns the deeds of those who deny Judgment Day for their lack of devotion to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for their lack of compassion towards orphans and the poor. Some scholars have said that this chapter of the Quran, Surah Al-Ma'un, was revealed about Abu Sufyan, father of Muawiyah. Abu Sufyan used to slaughter 2 big camels every day for himself and his men to eat. However, one day an orphan came to his door and asked for help. Abu Sufyan beat up the orphan with a stick and repulsed him. The surah, this chapter, gives 5 descriptions of those deniers. Those deniers, they repulse orphans, don't urge others to give charity or help to the poor. They are heedless or neglectful of their prayer. They perform their prayers only to show off with hypocrisy, and they refuse to supply even the simplest aid or their neighborly needs. The surah starts with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. Have you seen him who denies the final judgment? Those who deny the final judgment, they think that there would be no consequences for whatever evil deeds they commit, which have a very bad effect on their actions. Next is فَذَلِكَ الَّذِي يَدُعُّ الْيَتِيمَ. Then such is the person who repulses the orphan. The term yadu' means to push away with violence and with harshness. This verse condemns those who drive away the orphans by force and without mercy. Before we can call ourselves believers or people of faith, we have to be good human beings. We need to prepare ourselves and our hearts to care about those who are less fortunate. An extremely important point to make and to keep in mind is when dealing with the orphan, affection and humane treatment is more significant than food. Orphans require affection and spiritual feeding more than they require food. Food is a secondary need. وَلَا يَحُضُّ عَلَى طَعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ. And does not encourage the feeding of the poor. The term يَحُضُّ is derived from حَضَّ, which means to urge or to encourage. Of course, feeding the poor, the hungry, and the needy is one of the most important good actions in Islam. Even if we could not feed a needy person, we must encourage others to do so. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Next ayah is, the next 3 verses are فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُرَاءُونَ. فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ. So woe to those praying ones, الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ, who are careless of their prayers. We should note that the verse does not say those who make mistakes or unintentionally make a mistake in their prayer, because that happens to everyone. It happens to all of us. The verse refers to those who are careless of their essential prayers. It is about those who forget their prayer and they let it be forgotten. It is obvious that they do not take it seriously. الذين هم يراؤون, those who want to be seen by others, or those who pray to show their fake piety, fake righteousness to the public. But when they are alone, or when no one is watching, they are not as attentive and righteous. Yes, the Quran says, so woe to those who pray. But what kind of musallin? What kind of those who pray? It is about those who are neglectful of their prayer and those who pretend to have piety. Riya means showing off, and it is related to hypocrisy. It is about those who act to show something different from what they are hiding in their heart. They pray to deceive people, and that is treacherous. Some of the most dangerous people are those who use religion as a cover-up to make personal gains and cause corruption. They steal in the name of Islam. They cause mischief, corruption, and bloodshed in the name of Islam. By doing this, they destroy the image of our religion. That is the type of musallin, those who pray, which the Quran is condemning. A note to add here, not every action performed in public in front of others is riya. There are those who do good deeds in front of others to encourage them to do the same, to set a good example to everyone else. Last is وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ. They refuse to supply the simple or neighborly needs. The term ma'un is taken or is derived from ma'an, which means a little thing. Many scholars believe that the purpose of it here is for things that are cheap for normal people. They don't cost much, but they are necessary for life. These things do not cost too much, but they are sometimes very helpful for other people, especially for the poor. This is the last ayah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep you safe and protect you. And we'll see you next time, inshallah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala Muhammadin wa alihi wa